It is a school here in California, and California Supreme Court has weighed in on it. It's California Lutheran High School, and the court here in California was very clear on it. 3-0 ruling, and I'm sorry, it's not the California Supreme Court. I should be clearer on this.
No, you're being very clear.
4th District Court of Appeals in San Bernardino, California. I knew I was going to get it at some point. All right, and I agree with the 4th District. Why? It's a religious school.
What did they say?
Okay, now, so here's what happened. 2 girls, apparently lesbians, in the school. The principal invites them to the office, says, hey, have you guys been, doing some lesbian shenanigans?
Mm-hmm.
I think he framed it exactly like that. And they said, I don't know, and eventually
they broke.
They broke. And he said, and he specifically asked them, are you guys in love with each other? And they said, oh, shmoopy baboopy, we're lesbians in love. And he said, great, you're suspended and you're thrown out of the school. Okay, because we can't have lesbians at this California Lutheran High School. It's a religious school. Okay? And this went up through the court system, et cetera, gets to the 4th District, and they win 3-0, the school does. The reason I agree with them is their basis for the decision is this institution is religious, and its main point is to be religious. So if it's a public high school, obviously they can't do it, right? And if it's something that's even quasi-public, like the Boy Scouts, yeah, you use public spaces a lot of times, it should be open to everybody, and your main point isn't to be religious, then no, you've got to include everybody, or the Rotary Club, or whatever it might be. But if your whole point is to be a religious institution of learning, and you have these rules within your religion, well, then I'm going to let you have those rules.
Okay, then I'm going to go one further on you. I agree with you. You get no tax break. You get no help from the government ever to do anything at all. Your school, your money, we'll credit you because we have to go through that process to help these kids get into college later. But that's it. And schools get big tax breaks, and I'm sure they get a big tax break.
You got a deal, Mr. Mankiewicz. Okay. Justice Mankiewicz, I'm willing to give you that concession. No, look, I agree with you, because you're right. They're getting all these tax breaks because of religious charities, foundations, schools, etc. do, right?
Right, yeah.
And it's not fair. It's not fair, especially when you get to discriminate. And I really don't mind you discriminating.
No, I get it.
I get it. That's you don't view it as discrimination. You view it as they're sinners or whatever it is, and we can't have it. And if you wanted to set up a Scientology school or a school of Martians and say only Martians are allowed, it's America. You can do it, right? But Ben's right. You don't get a tax break for your school of Martians or for the Lutheran school. It doesn't make sense. That's not the rules that we want to maintain as a society. And if you want to go outside of those, it's a free country, but you don't get to profit off that.
I didn't know we were going to talk about this, so forgive me if my memory is a little bit wrong here. But during the Reagan administration, that was basically the issue with Bob Jones University, and Ronald Reagan wanted to make sure, the Reagan administration wanted to make sure we gave Bob Jones the significant tax breaks that universities get. And the outcry was, they don't allow interracial dating. They get no tax breaks. No one ever said you can't. And essentially, eventually, Bob Jones had to relent because otherwise, it was pretty clear what was going to happen, which was they were going to lose any assistance whatsoever.
Right. Now, to go back and defend the school just a little bit more, is excluding the tax break point, which is obviously a very good one made by Ben. Look, because if we say to them, you have to accept gay and lesbians and transgendered folks into your school, then we can really nitpick all the different parts of their religion, and then get into, oh, no, you can't do this, you got to do that, and the state shouldn't be allowed to do that.
No, the government should not interfere with the religion, and the religion shouldn't interfere with the state.
There you go. It's a deal.